Because Melania Trump refuses to be seen with Donald Trump in public, Donald Trump is now giving speeches where he or other kind of MAGA people he calls on stage bring up Melania's name to act like it's normal that Donald Trump's spouse does not support him and doesn't show up around him or doesn't want to be seen in public next to him. So Donald Trump just invents these fictitious conversations that he claims to be having with Melania, the same way Donald Trump goes on stage and talks about his fictitious relationship with Hannibal Lecter, and he tells these just fake stories about people came up to me and they had tears in their eyes. He does that with Melania all the time now. So I told Melania, we have the greatest crowd sizes and I'm more popular than Elvis and more people want to see me. There was 107,000 people in New Jersey and 55 million people here. Just makes up numbers. So just take a look. This is because Melania does not want to be seen with Donald Trump in public. The story that he was telling in Wisconsin is this fake conversation. He claims it's real, that he was having with Melania about how he's more popular than Elvis because he has these huge crowds. Fact check. These crowds are not the size that Donald Trump says they are. We've done many a video on that, so I won't get into that here, but just watch what he says here. Play this clip.
I said, honey, I'll tell you, it was unbelievable. How good was it? It was unbelievable. The crowd, nobody's ever seen a crowd. That broke every record in New Jersey history. Nobody's ever seen 100, and I don't have a guitar. Don't forget, Elvis had a guitar. I don't have a guitar. I have nothing. I stand up here by myself. Terrible. But
So I know it's so pathetic. So then after doing that, at that same speech Donald Trump gave in Wisconsin yesterday, he then calls up on stage the Republican Senate candidate in Wisconsin, who actually isn't from Wisconsin. He's from California. He's like a billionaire banker, or at least 100 millionaire plus banker from California who doesn't want anything to do with Wisconsin. But this is the carpetbagger who now goes to Wisconsin, who goes on stage with Donald Trump and says, Donald Trump, they have to call him Mr. President, even though he's not the president. They go, which I refuse to call him. They go, Donald Trump, you have a beautiful wife. And me too. I have a beautiful wife. And I don't agree with my wife. And it's like, what are you even talking about? Here, play this clip.
I got to ask you, Mr. President, you have a lovely, gorgeous wife. I got married. I'm lucky with a beautiful wife. We've been great relationship, but I can tell you, I don't agree with her 95.5% of the time, and I sure the heck know she doesn't agree with me 95.5% of the time. So how could Tammy Baldwin agree with Joe Biden 95.5% of the time?
So that's what they're talking about there. And then Donald Trump does this thing in the same speech in Wisconsin. I don't know if this is like a passive aggressive attack on Melania or if there's no self-awareness or both. But then Donald Trump, he goes into this thing in the speech where he goes, and then there are people here who speak all of these languages. I've never even heard of these languages, he says. Well, your first wife is Czech, Ivana, is deceased, who you buried in the backlot of Bedminster and allowed shrubs to grow over it. And one of the most disgraceful things I've like ever seen. It's so ghoulish and gross. And then Melania is from Slovenia, and English is not her first language. She purports to speak 5 or 7 languages, which no one's ever confirmed, the same way she lies about being a supermodel, and everything seems to be a lie there about how y'all met and everything like that. But this is one of Donald Trump's things. He goes, all these people speaking different languages. Melania speaks. English isn't her first language. Your first wife, English wasn't her language. Here, watch Donald Trump talk about that.
Think of it. You have people that come in illegally that don't speak the language. We don't even know the country. These are countries where we have nobody in our country that even understands the language.
And just so you see, this is what he says at every speech, where he says, all these people with all these other languages. So what? People speak different languages. This is America. People speak different languages in America. Here, play this clip.
The instructors talk in English, and they have somebody speaking, in some cases, languages that we've never even heard of. You know, there are a lot of languages that we don't have here. We have nobody that even speaks these languages.
Right. And then I've shown you this clip before, but it's worth showing you here that she does not want to be seen with him. So he'll try to find all these ways to try to trick her to like be there with him. So he can just be photographed with her. Like that's all he's trying to do is like have a moment where he can be photographed with her. So at Mar-a-Lago, he tries to give her fake awards. And, oh, we're giving you an award for helping the children. She never did. The only thing I think she did was destroy the Rose Garden at the White House. Come on out, Melania. And she doesn't show up, and then he takes the award for her. Here, play this clip.
On board. We want to take this opportunity. I know First Lady couldn't get here, but we want to give Melania Trump the Child Advocacy Award because she said she did so much for children when she was First Lady. So, sir, this is for Melania specifically. Please make your way to the...
What if you could support family farmers and reduce your environmental imprint, all while enjoying the highest quality meat on earth? When you join the Moink movement, you can. Moink delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pastured pork and chicken, and sustainable wild-caught Alaskan salmon straight to your door. Moink farmers farm like our grandparents did, and as a result, Moink meat tastes like it should because the family farm, let's face it, does it better. And the Moink difference is a difference you can taste. Unlike the supermarket, Moink gives you total control over the quality and source of your food. You choose the meat delivered in every box, like ribeyes to chicken breast to pork chops to salmon fillets, and much more. Plus, you can cancel at any time. Moink is helping save rural America. I love it, and you will too. Join the Moink movement today. Shark Tank host Kevin O'Leary called Moink's bacon the best bacon he's ever tasted, and Ring Doorbell founder Jamie Siminoff jumped at the chance to invest in Moink. Plus, they guarantee you'll say, oink, oink, I'm just happy I got moinked. I know I do, and you will too. Keep American farming going by signing up at moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch right now. And listeners of this show get free bacon for a year. That's 1 year of the best bacon you'll ever taste, but for a limited time. It's spelled MOINK box.com/MeidasTouch. That's moinkbox.com/MeidasTouch. So because she's nowhere to be seen, Fox and this propaganda stuff that's out there, they try to create these like narratives like, oh, she's so elegant, and oh, look at all these great things, and why are people so obsessed with her black dress? And they like Laura Ingraham devotes a whole segment to this. Media obsessed with Melania's outfits. No one gives a crap about Melania's outfits, Laura Ingraham and Monica Crowley. It's just odd that she does not support her husband at all. And that's kind of revealing, that she doesn't want to be seen with the guy. Here, play this clip.
Monica, what is wrong with these people, please?
You know, Laura, I am sitting in the Palm Beach area as well, and I almost chose a black dress to join you here tonight. Look, you know Sigmund Freud's old and very famous saying, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Sometimes a chic, gorgeous black suit is just a chic, gorgeous black suit. Mrs. Trump looks absolutely beautiful in anything. She is highly accomplished. She is fluent in 5 languages. And yet they always have to try to find something to bludgeon her because by extension, they're trying to hit her husband, of course. Look, Mrs. Trump is a real powerhouse in her own right. She's a literal supermodel, Laura. So for them to be wasting precious column inches in the New York Times.
Well, and again, you notice how they state things as though it's like factual. She speaks 7 languages. How do we know that? I've never, that's hasn't been confirmed. She's a supermodel. Okay, that's she met Donald Trump at the Kit Kat Club. She worked for some modeling agency run by this guy, Paolo Zampoli, and he would throw events for, he'd bring over young European women to meet wealthy Manhattan businessmen at the Kit Kat Club where they would meet. That was the shtick. And then she got a visa, Einstein visa. It was expedited, which under very kind of shady circumstances. And what we do know about her, though, is, of course, she plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech. Plagiarized, took it word for word. Her convention speech was the identical speech that Michelle Obama gave, like literally word for word. Remember this? Play this clip.
The values that you work hard for what you want in life.
For what you want in life.
That your word is
that
your
word is your bond. That you do what you say you're going to do.
Keep your promise.
That you treat people
with
dignity and respect, and because we want our children and all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them.
So you compare all of that to Dr. Jill Biden, First Lady. Here's Dr. Jill Biden's recent appearance a few weeks back on The View. Here's what she had to say. Play this clip.
This election is not about age because, like you're saying, I mean, Donald Trump's going to be, what, 78?
Yeah.
And Joe's 81. They're basically the same age.
Right.
So, but it's about character. This election is about character. Yep. So you have two choices. You have my husband, Joe, who you all know, who has integrity. He's strong. He's steady. He's a leader. He's smart. He's energetic. Or you have chaos.
That's right.
Yes, or you have chaos.
Right.
Here she was on Good Morning America with George Stephanopoulos. Play this clip.
Oh my gosh, everything is at stake. And I think especially for women this year, you know, women's rights, our freedoms, democracy is on the line. And we have a choice. I mean, this is what I'm out there saying. We have a choice. We can have, you know, my husband who is calm and steady and strong and has character and integrity. Or we have the other choice, which is chaotic. And I mean, if you just look at what you just reported on, the craziness of it all. So we have to decide, democracy or chaos.
And while President Biden posts photos of himself hugging Dr. Jill Biden and in loving embrace, you have Donald Trump posting these types of photos. How pathetic is this? I mean, Melania doesn't wish Donald Trump a happy birthday, doesn't wish him a happy Father's Day. Melania posts, the last post she made on Mother's Day was that, like, women deserve to be like women should focus on themselves. And that was part of like her grift where she was selling some like Mother's Day gold pendant, and then on Memorial Day grifting and selling some Memorial Day, the Fortitude collection or something ridiculous. Donald Trump is posting photos of this, of the Constitution hugging him, while President Biden and Dr. Jill Biden are posting themselves hugging each other. So I just think it's a data point. And you got Trump out there saying, bringing up fake conversations with Hannibal Lecter and Melania. And we know from the testimony at the criminal trial that Donald Trump had told Stormy and others that they're not even anywhere near each other at night. And so I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million together. Thanks for watching.
First, it was Convict 45. Now it's Convict 45. Get your gear right now at store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.